One who wants to be happy here and hereafter, they should always pay keen attention to these lessons when you have the human body. Those who does not pay keen attention to the human body, who might be losing, who don't accept the lessons of in our mind, who might children of God, they will be punished. They will be punished and the man will commit suicide. They will be thrown into the sea. Yes. But we answer the prayer. Not be
एक बार बोलो सर वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, अयोध्यापति राजा रामचंद्र की जय। प्रेम से बोलो श्री गुरु रामानंद स्वामी की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। सब कोई सीताराम खड़े हो जाएं। Let's all stand. As this morning we reverentially bow our heads in prayer, as we join with the wonderful family of the late Pandit Gangadath Maharaj ji, as we collect and gather, and we join with Pandit ji, Pandit Navin Maharaj ji and his wonderful family, as they pay their final respects to their late father, a husband, a son, a brother. Many different relations would have been born by such a soul. This morning, on behalf of the family, of course, it's really not an occasion for welcoming, but to acknowledge the presence of our many, many Pandits, many senior Pandits, Pandit Devdutt Vyas, Pandit Prakash, who is next to me, Pandit Vishesh Vyas, Pandit Rudranath, Pandit Rajesh, Pandit Vishal, who is here this morning. And all of you, my dear friends, devotees, chelas, members of the immediate family who are here this morning, and to offer our humble salutations to the feet of Sri Krishna, to humbly seek the grace and the blessings of the Divine Lord, that this soul may be ushered into oneness with Him as it ferries its way across the ocean of mundane existence or the Bhausagar, finding its eventual state and rest at the feet of the Lord. This morning collectively, हाथ जोड़ बिनती करूं और अब भगवान की प्रार्थना करता हूं. And we offer salutations onto the feet of the Divine Lord, that today, Prabhu, one of your own returns to you. You, O Bhagwan, look not at the faults of the devotee, but rather grant your benevolent grace unto such a soul and usher him back into oneness with you. Hari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruta Shturvanti Divyashtave Vedai Sangha Padakamupanishadai Gayanti Yam Samaga Dhyana Vashtittatgatena Manasa Yasyantam Fogino Yasyantam Na Vidasuda Sudagana Devaya Tasmai Namo Namaha. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagat Guru. Neelambuja Shamalako Malangam Sita Samaropitavamabhangam Pano Mahasayaka Charu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvanshanatam. Namami Ramam Raghuvanshanatam. Namami Ramam Raghuvanshanatam. अयोध्यापति राजा रामचंद्र की राम नाम. सबका आसन पर बैठे. May all take seats. ओम अपवित्र पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थांगतोऽपि वा यः स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षं सबाह्य अभ्यन्तरा शुचे. All right. Take, of course, sankalp to ask of the Divine Lord on behalf of your father to perform the last rites for him in accordance with what is laid down in our scriptures. We humbly ask of Bhagwan to accept our salutations this morning. Om Vishnu 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 Nama Paramatmane Adya Brahmano Dvitiya Padade Shveta Bhad Kalpe Vaivasvat Manvantare Ashtavinchate Tame Kalyoge Kalipratam Charan Trinadadeshasya Amugrami. Take the address here. Punyakshetre Bhautavarde Vartamana Yathanam Vishwasu Sambatsare. Om आषाढ़ मासे शुक्ल पक्षे त्रयोदशी तिथे सूर्य मिथुन राशि स्थिते शशांक से वृश्चिक राशि स्थिते ज्येष्ठ नक्षत्र शुक्ल योग तैतिल करण मंगलवार. ओम अमुक. Take his name. गोत्रस्य स्थानस्तेषु अमुक नाम प्रेतस्य अंत्येष्टि कर्मन् सहित यम होमम पिंडदान अहम Kadishye. Say Om Sri Krishna Arpanam. Right, and offer it. Right. Water for bathing now, purifying the body. Om Gotrasya Gangadath Ramnath Pretasya Mritsthana Sabanimitam Snanam Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam. Om Gotrasya Gangadath Pretasya Sabanimitam Gandham Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam. Ya Twang Gandharvakan Twang Indrastwang Brihaspate Twamo Kade Somo Raja Vidvan Yakshamatam Uchata Mritsthana Sabanimitam Gandham Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam. Om Gandham Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam. Om Twang Gandharvakan Twang Indrastwang Brihaspate Twamo Kade Somo Raja Vidvan Yakshamatam Uchata. Om Gandham Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam. Ya O Kade Pratimo Dadha Pushpavati Prasuvari Ashvayavasa Jitvari Birudha Padiyashnavaha. Gotrasya Gangadath Ramnath Pretasya Samadimitam Pushpamala Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam. Pushpamala Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam. Sahasrashesham Devam Vishwasham Vishwashambhuvam Vishwam Narayanam Devam Aksharam Paramam Padam Yatcha Kinchit Jagat Sarvam Sroyatapeva Antarbahishta Narayan Shtitaha. Ya O Kade Pratimo Dadha Pushpavati Prasuvari Ashvayavasa Jitpadi Virodha Padiyashnavaha. Pushpamala Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam. Gotrasya Gangadath Ramnath Pretasya Sabanimitam Deepoyam Maya Diyate Tavo Patishtitam. Om Agnir Jyotir Jyotir Agni Swaha Surya Jyotihi Jyotihi Surya Swaha Agnir Varjo Jyotir Varjaha Swaha Surya Varjo Jyotihi Varja Swaha. Ye Tirtani Prachadante Srika Hastani Kanginaha Teka Gong Sahasrayojaneva Dhanvani Tanmasi. Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare. Dukhiyon ke dukh doot kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare. Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare. Dukhiyon ke dukh doot kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare. Jab char tarap andhiyara ho आशा का दूध किनारा हो. जब चार तरफ
अंधियारा हो आशा का दूध किनारा हो और कोई न केवनहारा हो तब तू ही बेरा पार करो. जय 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 कृष्ण हरि जय कृष्ण हरि श्री कृष्ण हरि दुखियों को दुख दूर करी. जय 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 कृष्ण हरि. तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे विष को भी अमृत कर दे. तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे विष को भी अमृत कर दे. पूरन कर दे सबकी आशा, पूरन कर दे सबकी आशा, जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे, फिर जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। प्रेम से बोलो वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। अच्युतं केशवं रामनारायणं कृष्णदामोदरं वासुदेवं हरिं श्रीधरं माधवं गोपिकावल्लभं श्रीधरं माधवं गोपिकावल्लभं जानकीनायकं
रामचंद्रं भजे।
एक बार बोलो श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। शरणम। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. Let's all bow our heads and a little pray. Om Krishna Krishna Kripalu Tvam Agatinam Gatira Bhava Sansar Navamagnanam Prasida Purushottama. Narayan Sura Sreshta Lakshmi Kanta Janardhana Anena Tarapanenatham Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Jitam Te Pundari Kaksha Namaste Vishwabhavana Namastubhyam Hrishikesha Mahapurusha Puravaja Mahapurusha Puravaja. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jai Ram Shri Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Naam jiye jap jag viyogi Vidata Biranchi Prapancha Viyogi. Jai Ram Sri Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Ram. Om Brahma Sukarama Brahma Sukarama Anad Ayogi Akata Anadi Anama Viyogi. Jai Ram Sri Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Sri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Nam Jaya Japa Japa Viyogi. The great saints and the sages declare, of course, by chanting the name of Ram, Biyog, one gets detached from this material world. Nam Jaya Japa Japa Viyogi, Birata Biranchi Prapancha Viyogi. Even Brahma, who is the manifested, created aspect of the Supreme Being, Prapanch. Prapanch refers to this world that we live in. Panch means five, and Prapanch means he who lives within the five characteristics of the world. This is what causes to get drawn into the world and causes the Jivatma, or the soul, to become deluded and form the mistaken approach that its true nature is to function in the world and to acquire of the world and to live within the world. So even Brahma is drawn into this creation of the Lord. And sometimes he himself cannot escape it. Such is the power of the Maya, or the illusion of this world. So it is said, Brahma Prapancha Vidancha Viyogi. That even Brahma gets drawn into this Prapanch. And if it is difficult for him to break free from it, how then does it relate to us who are lower and created species of him? Such is the power of this delusion. But the ultimate and true nature of this Atman, or this soul, is to go back into oneness with him. So this is why the Chaupaita, this is a Chaupaita that is taken from Balkan. Nama Jaya Japa Japa Viyoge, Birata Bidanchi Prapancha Viyoge, Brahma Sukha Anubhavayi Anupa. The soul that is able to break free from this prapanch and get what is called Brahmsukh. Brahmsukh means to merge the Jivatma into Paramatma, or what we refer to as moksha. Our Pandits will refer to as moksha, emancipation, mukti. Brahmasukha Anubhavayi Anupa. This is the true calling of the soul. The Jivatma wants this, it wants to go back, because the things of the world give material happiness to the body, but not to the soul. Brahma Sukha Anubhavayi Anupa, Akata Nada Nam Narupa. This is why even chanting the name, that's why when you go funeral, we say Ram Nam Satya Hai. If one cannot do it in any way, if one cannot employ means of sadhana or tapasya, but one can find great love in chanting of the name, then the very same which has been attained by Brahma throughout many creations. How did this arise? Bhagavan Sri Krishna came upon the earth, and in a little child form one day he was sitting under the plux tree. So they wanted to have an audience with him. Shivji and Brahma came to have an audience with him. So Brahma says, Bhagavan, leave. And go back to Golok for a few minutes. When he reached by Golok, the gatekeeper, Brahma telling the gatekeeper, he said, tell Bhagwan I come to see him. So he asked him, he said, who is you? He said, tell him Brahma come to see him. Brahma, we all know Brahma. So he asked him, he said, which Brahma? So Brahma was stunned because he thought that he can go to the Lord and have an audience at any time. So when he heard this, he asked the attendant of the Lord, he said, what do you mean, which Brahma? He said, well, the Lord want to know which Brahma come to see him. And with that, he got stunned because he went with the impression that I is the creator, I am Brahma, the one who creates everything. The Lord himself gave me this mandate. How he could ask now, who is Brahma? So Bhagavan told him, let him come. And when he come inside, he said, Brahma. Bhagavan Krishna said, Brahma. He said, Lord, they asking me which Brahma is. And then the Lord waved his hand. And when he watched around him, he see thousands of Brahmas sitting on a swan looking at him. So this is the prapanch. When Brahma realized that, then he realized that a little bit of his pride had caused delusion. And that's what happens to the Jivatma. That the Lord's universe is countless and infinite. And in every universe that the Lord creates, there's a Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. So he asks him, he says, which universe you're from? Tell me which Brahma you is. And that's his soul. This soul goes through repeated births and repeated deaths. There is a story that is taken from the Narad Puran. Naradaji was walking one day throughout the mystical parts of the universe and he came upon earth, just like Satyanarayana Katha. And he passed by a cremation site, and when he passed by the cremation site, he saw the Jamduts holding a Jivatma, a soul, in the astral form. And the fellow is crying, he wants to go back because he's seen his wife and his children crying right around. So Nadaji feels sorry. He padopkar na. So he feels sorry and he stopped. He asked the Jamdut, he said, what are you holding him back for? He said, he can't go there. Death come to him already. He cannot return. So he asked the Jivatma, he said, but what you crying for, beta? He said, my wife and my children crying for me. And I'm missing them. I want to go back. So he tell him, he said, come. So Nadaji take his thumb and he touch him. When he touched the astral body, he came to our next cremation site. And he showed him this time a lady dead. And the husband and all the children surround the cremation pyre and they're crying. So the Jivatma shed a little bit of its grief, its attachment, a little bit of the attachment gets burnt away. So he said, who is this? And who is all them people? He said, you don't know them? He said, no. He said, but that is you in the box. He said, no, I was a man. This is a lady that died. He said, no, that is you. He said, and who is the people around you? You don't recognize them? He said, no. He said, but that is your family. So he touched again and a little bit of the sin burn again. The karma burn out again. And he take him to our next cremation site. And he see a little child die. And he see the mother and father stand up and watching around the box and they're crying. So he asked Nadi, he said, who is this? He said, you don't recognize them? He said, no. He said, you don't recognize your parents standing there? So the Jivatma says, no. Then he takes him back to where? His present life, where the body exited. But this time the Jiva was not in a state of sorrow. He was in a state of complete calm. And he understood. When Nadaji asked him, he said, now tell me, which family is the real family? If all of them stand up in front of you, which one you're going to choose? Your parents? Your husband? Or in this one, your wife and your children? Which one is your real family? This is Prapanch. This is what the Jiva endures time and time again. Repeated cycles of birth and death. What is the aim? What Narad showed it. To get out of the cycle of birth and death. And that is what this father has the opportunity to do. Yes, we see it as a loss. Grief, as I shared with you last night, is not easily conquered. It is very difficult. As Pandits, we can tell you, both him and I and many of our Pandits will stand here and we will speak to many families on grief. But the day we have to walk in it, it's a different story. So this is why we depend on the words and the advice and the counsel of the holy ones. The father of this home had a wonderful opportunity in his last days to chant the name of the Lord and to remain immersed. Panditji would have shared with you last night the opportunity he got with his family, to spend with his family and his father and chant the Ramayana and listen to the Gita. And to have him, when he was a little bit down, he will tell him, say, Rama, Rama, Kahi Rama, Rama, from the Ramayana. So this is the beauty. This is the purpose of Jivatma. To fulfill the ultimate goal of leaving this world and going back to God. And I don't think I have to share with you, you would have heard it countless times before. The Gita tells us, the Ramayana tells us, all of the scriptures share with us that when the time of death comes, if one is able, of course, to chant the name of the Lord, then certainly one returns in oneness to the Lord. So this morning, indeed, as we assemble to pay our final respects and regard to this wonderful soul, most of us will have our own experiences with him. And on behalf of my family, before I pass on, I want to extend my sincere condolences. Last night when I was going home, I thought to myself that all three of us share a wonderful connection and all three of us lost a parent in the last year. Panditji's mother was lost first, my father was lost second, and now my brother loses his father. I don't know if that's karma, whatever it is, but we are nonetheless, of course, it's fresh in our minds as well. So on behalf of my family, I want to extend my sincerest condolences to you and to your family. How many Pandits are here this morning? And by no means, of course, some are family, some are relations. Pandit Devdutt Vyas is a guru to this home and family, and he's one of our most senior and revered Pandits. Him and Pandit Navin, as Guru and Shishya, share a wonderful relationship. In fact, Nav would share many wonderful stories with me with him. Especially, I think one of the first yajnas that he performed pujan for Panditji, his Guru, way down south. He always recollects that to me and shares with me that that was a defining moment in his life. And Guru's grace, of course, this week we will celebrate Guru Purnima, but the grace of our Guru in our lives is considered to be extremely great. So this morning, I want to invite Panditji to address us, whether through prayer, devotion, words of sentiments, whatever his choice is, to the home and to the family.
Prem se bol Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai, Siyawara Ramachandra ki jai. Pandit Navin Gangadath Maharaj, and of course all our Pandits, my prostrations to all of you. To my godson Pandit Nav, I call him Pandit Nav because of the great love I have for him. Let's all bow our heads in prayer as we ask Bhagwan's blessings for this family. Hare Om Ram Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Shahasranama Tatulyam Shri Rama Nama Varaname Shri Ram Jai Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Siyawara Ramachandra ki jai. Occasions like this, where do we get the solace from? Of course, this is where our Pandits come in. But you see, the knowledge of the scriptures, this is what gives us the inner strength to face this. Every home, every family, somebody is gone. Somebody is going. One day, lady had a son only child. She went to Brahma and said, Brahma, you created this child. Now you are taking back this child. Please give him back life. So Brahma, he said, I will give your son life only if go to the village and from that home where nobody has died, bring some karyatil. So lady with hope and anticipation, she went through, and wherever she went, whichever home somebody had passed away. So she came back and Brahma said, this is the story of life itself. Chatasya hi dhruvam mrityur dhruvam janma mritasya, who is born must die. Ekadinahame. I do sing that bhajan because I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay here and serve my Lord. You see? So this is the nature of life itself. So this lady and her son, they were in a flower garden picking flowers when the god of death, Yamaraj, happened to pass. So he looked at them and smiled. So the son says, Ma, why didn't the god of death look at you and smile? Mainahi Chanta, I do not know. So he carried her from the garden and put her in a cave and he closed it. He says, I'm going to find out why the god of death looked at you. So when he went, he said, son, when I looked at your mom, I saw she is going to die. But she is not going to die in a flower garden. She is going to die in a cave. You see, when he came, death had already taken her. You see, friends, when the day comes, when the time comes, when that moment comes, when that second comes, death certainly is going to visit each one of us. So in the end, what will happen? When Brahma created this world, he created a fire. And this fire started to burn everything he created. When Lord Shiva said, Brahma, contain that fire. So Brahma, he contained the fire is not burning anything more. So Brahma looked at the fire and said, I created you, I shall give you a name. Your name is going to be death. He says, and give you a function. You are going to create a balance in this world. Koi aata hai, koi jata hai. Some will come, some will go. You will maintain a balance in this world. He says, oh death, I give you the form of sickness. Sickness is a form of death. So you see, when a person gets sick, that is a form of death that Brahma has created. I give it a form of accident. When people die by accident, that's a form of death, and many other forms. But one thing Brahma did not give him, the form of suicide. He never gave him the form of suicide. So death is in the hands of each one of us. So what will happen? So in the end, when death comes, we must be prepared. Jatasya dhruvam dhruvam janma mritasya. It is certain for every person to die. Antakali chamamiva smaran. We have to remember. So I want to come in and put it up, right? You sat down, you read Raman for your dad, you read Gita for him, because you were preparing him consciously for him to return to his maker, his master. Antakali chamamiva smaran. Remember, friends. I tell myself as I tell you, remember. What to remember? Antakali chamamiva smaran mukta kalevaram. Lord Krishna says, remember me. This is why we have made it a habit. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, and so many beautiful teachings our gurus and our pandits have given to us. So let's all bow our heads as we pray for this wonderful family. You know, friends, from a very young man, I have been coming to this home. Right, Pandanav? Pandanav and Avishkar and his sister, they got close with me at a very tender age. And they never turn, you know, sometimes people, you know, they trade in gurus for next gurus. I don't mean no offense, you see. But this is a family who stuck with me. And, you know, we had a wonderful relationship. So now, my blessings to you, Avishkar, and of course, Satyam and Shivam, and Mom. Right? We can't forget Mom. I remember the first year I did here now, right? When I sat on the Singhasan, Pandit Sri was asking, who read it? He said, Pandit Devrat. I said, all right, good. And he sat on the Singhasan next to me. We have a picture of that, right? And you know, he was like a guru unto me. So I'm very pleased to be here. And of course, you know, I can't say happy because this is not a happy occasion. Let's all bow our heads and pray as we give thanks to Bhagwan. We pray for the soul of our dear dad, wherever he is destined to be. And I'm sure the place is reserved in Golok for him. Hare Om Anadinidharo Deva Shankachakra Gadadharam Akshaya Pundarikaksha Preta Moksha Prado Bhavam Preta Sargati Bhava Asargati Vinashartha Sargati Praptartha Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Thank you very much, Pandit.
Thank you very much, well-respected Pandit of our country and our land, Pandit Devdutt Vyas. Pandit Yognath and Pandit Navin shares a very close relationship. In fact, we all do, all of us. When he left and he went away, this Pandit Prakash went, this Pandit Prakash filled his space. So all of us share a very brotherly relationship, not like strangers, but by brothers. And when one feels sorrow, all of us, of course, are affected by that sorrow. Panditji came in yesterday evening, and he leaves this evening, but on the moment that the death took place, the first two persons that I messaged, three persons rather, him, Pandit Prakash and Pandit Vishesh. These were the first three people that I reached out to via message. Then I called Pandit Krishna. Because of our closeness and our relationship. So I want to ask Panditji, of course, this morning, a prayer, whatever his choice is to share with the home and the family. He has had a long and extensive relationship as well with the family, in addition to being family.
Principal Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Hari Ho Rama Milana Kabaho Andesvala Karahi. Hari Ho Rama Milana Kabaho Andesvala Karahi. जागत स्वप्त सुष्पति तुरिया हो जागत स्वप्त सुष्पति तुरिया जीतो तब राम मिले हो जीतो तब राम मिले अंदेश वाला गरही हरि हो राम मिलन कब हो अंदेशवाला गरही हरि हो राम मिलन कब हो अंदेशवाला गरही. In moments like these, although we are learned pundits, we tend to fail for words. I really don't know what is going through the mind of Pandit Navin. I wish I do. But in my time of grief, he gave to me strength. And I'm only here to return that favor. Pandit Navin and I, we grew up together. We were taught by Pandit Vidya. Sometime when he get buff up, I used to be good with Pandit Vidya. When I get buff up, he used to be good with Pandit Vidya. But when I tell you, we were well taught. There were never a moment that was dull with Pandit Vidya. You had to be in your P's and your Q's, because you never know when you're going to be put on the spot. And I think that is what made us what we are today. You know, it was Pandit Navin and myself, and then Pandit Navin came along. And when I decided to disappear, they replaced me with another Prakash. I was like, who is this Prakash? But the joy of being pundits together and supporting each other, I don't think I could have gone to work today in New York and sit down by my desk, knowing that this was happening. I just want to let you know, Pandit Navin, the poet is saying to all of us, Jagata swapta sushpati turiya jito tabarama mili. If that doesn't open our eyes, I don't know what else will open our eyes in this life and society today. Because we still have people who fight and grab this and grab that, and people still fighting for land and so much things. When are we really going to realize that we are just here for a few days? Aaye bhi akela, chaye bhi akela, do din ke zindagi, do din ka mela. Why can't we not learn to love each other? Why can't we not learn to appreciate each other? Why can't we not learn to respect each other? For tomorrow might be my turn lying lifeless in front of all of you. The poet is asking, oh man, open your eyes, realize where you are. Utilize the time that you have here now to help elevate the soul. Allow the soul to become one with Bhagavan. For Bhagavan Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, he says, Asochanang vasochastvam pragya va shubhashate katasun gatasus jahananu sochiya panditaha. Why do we grieve for those we shouldn't grieve for, but yes, we speak like a wise individual? You know, we cry sometimes for the wrong things. Today, our dear father, grandfather, brother, uncle, he's going back to his maker. We are still here to toil. We are still here to work. We don't know what we are faced with ahead. And if this doesn't give us an eye-opener, I don't know what will give us an eye-opener in life. Let us all join together as we ask Bhagavan to accept our most beloved Father in his abode. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. राम नाम सत्य है, यही सबकी गति है. My humble pranams to all our senior pundits.
Jai Ekbar Bolo Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. Thank you very much, Panditji. And as Panditji mentioned, when he left, another Pandit Prakash became our friend, and group of us Pandits tend to sometimes gravitate in groups. We get along with each other, but you'll always find a group that is closely knitted. And Pandit Prakash is no stranger to the home and to the family. So a short prayer. At this time, I want to invite my brother, of course, Pandit Prakash Samsundar Tiwari, to utter on behalf of the departed.
Siyavar Ramachandra ki jai. Om Harim Paramanandam Upadeshtaram Ishwaram Vyapakam Sarvalokanam Karanam Tam Yamamyaham Karanam Tam Yamamyaham Karanam Tam Yamamyaham. Upasthiti, all in attendance, to our beloved mother, Auntie Chan, to Pandit Naving and his brothers and sisters, to Kar, Pandit Satyam, Shivam, and all who are part of this family, to my Bharibai, Pandit Navin, to all the senior Pandits, to you all people who have gathered here. Today is a day of reflection. As I told one of the night when we read about the importance of paristiti and circumstances. And what are these circumstances? As Pandit Prakash from New York indicated, life, the uncertainty of life. Today, to this family, we make a special prayer. Hey Nath, may you continue to give us the inner strength to deal with the external reality. And what is this external reality? Separation. And in this separation, it is that as we bow our heads in prayer, close our eyes in prayer, may that Lord continue to give this family that inner strength. Hari Om. Om Param Brahm Param Dham Pavitram Paramabhuvan Purusham Shashwatam Dibyam Adidevam Ajam Vibhoma Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Ram Naam Satya Hai.
Thank you very much, Panditji. Let me invite, of course, this morning the chief Karta and the eldest son of this home and this family, respected Pandit. This morning as a son and a sibling to his siblings, Avishkar and Tanima, to share some sentiments on behalf of their dear and delayed father.
Prabhu Ramachandra ki Jai. Revered Guruji, my brother Pandit Navin, Pandit Prakash Square, Pandit Vishesh, Pandit Anand, Pandit Vishal, Pandit Rajesh, Pandit Rudrnath, Pandit Krishna Rambali, to the Dullahin of Pandit Vidya and his children who is here to represent him, to you wonderful devotees, to my good friend, Mr. Neil Cabrera, who only came in this morning and is here, my brother. As I stand here, and many homes that I visited and performed Anteshi Sanskar, I should say, how fortunate is the family to have sons to do their rites. And I should say to myself, I wonder if I will be so lucky when my turn reach. I always keep repeating that. But today, I know I'm secure. I know my family is secure. To have two wonderful stalwarts, two wonderful both stand with us. My father took birth on the 3rd of November 1947. As I was told, and I can see, he was a very handsome guy. Hello, watchman. Auntie Lalita reminded me last night that your father played Sita because he was more pretty than the woman. He grew up. He was a very brilliant individual. And at a very young age, he had to stop school. Being the son of Mr. and Mrs. Ramnath Maharaj, and the Krishna Rambali is here and he's always remind me how stern my Aja was, that when he speaks you have to listen. And situations happened in this family that my father had to stop school and sell doubles at 10 cents for one. But the videos always remind me that he was the best doubles man in Korea Junction. And he did this for many years. Until after some time, he secured a job. I don't know if after he got married or before he got married. Long after. So he sold that doubles many years to support his father and mother in helping out of his nieces and nephews. On one occasion, my Archer brother, Bandit Jalal, and my Aji brother, we call him Bhaiwa Mamu, they went to Esperanza to visit my Nana and the Ciudad. And when they saw this pretty woman here, they said, Baba, you want to marry here, what? Of course, knowing my Nana, when he heard and he know the background of the family, he said, yeah, put things in place. My mother saw my father once, and at the age of 15 years, she got married to my dad on the 20th of February, 1972. When she came here, growing up in a Pandit house, being a sibling, a child in a Pandit house, you have all the bad habits. And you have all the comfort. You don't have to do anything. Especially when there's a daughter. And when she came here, she met a house full of people. And my guru came here on Saturday evening. He said, Chan, how much rotis I had to make? She stood with him. The year after, I took birth. 74, my brother took birth. 75, my sister took birth. So do the maths, right? She had these 3 children. And together with my father, they tried and they did what they had to do. But we lived in an extended home, so we had support otherwise. Eventually, my father secured a job at the Ministry of Works, Drainage Department. And he worked there for a number of years until he retired. They brought us up with great discipline. My father had a way he used to look at you and he used a word, disappear. So when he said disappear, we disappear. And we went on like this for many years. There were many happy moments, there were many sad moments, but we made it. My sister got an offer to this handsome man here. I'm proud to call my brother-in-law. I love him. We love him. I called my Nana, my Aja, and Aji passed away. We had the best Aja, the best Aji, the best Nana, and the best Nani. I called Nana, I said, Pa, we get an offer for Nima. He said, what's the boy name? We tell him the boy name. He said, Maharaj. He said, right, you fix up. We, my mother and father, my brother and myself, we never had a regret of that decision. They brought 2 wonderful children in this world. The eldest grandchild of this home, my niece Navita. The second, my nephew Satish. Because of work-wise and they had to live in Canada, you can't just break luck breeze just and jump in a plane and say you're going. They could not attend. But I know their love and our love is there. Time went along. I decided I wanted to become a Pandit. I told my Nana, he said, go to Mahasabha went. I sat in the class. I was lost. I decided I had to do something because I cannot continue like this. So I met my guru, Padidevrat. And I said to him, Baba, Guruji, I want to do a yajna in memory of my Ajahn. He said, no problem. He wrote it down. Being young and handsome as he is, then he said, you talk to the family, boy. I said, this is my decision. You read it. So I met my Nana. And those of you who know my Nana, you will stand like this. He had a beard. Ayodhya Pati Ramachandra Ke. Hey, he would say it like that. And I said, Pa, I want to do a yaj. He said, well, shut your mouth, boy. I said, yes, I put the date. He said, who reading? I told him. I said, I want you to read a night. We made arrangement. The time I write it down in the diary, I write it. Then he said, write Hindi. He'd write it back in Hindi. Put it. And it started to unfold. We did that yajna, but the day that read, my Nana declined. He said, Pandita Bedanan will read. My Guruji read 2 nights, and Pandita Bedanan read 1 night. I'm still in the class. Pandit Vidya came. He spoke to my daddy. We used to call her Mami, Ramesh Dada's wife. He spoke to her. He said, everything okay? She said, yeah. He said, well, I'll come in the morning, Sunday morning. And he did what he had to do. I said, Pa, I lost. He said, you know, Vidya? I said, yeah. He said, go back here and tell him I sent you. I met Pandit Vidya. He then become all year's night. Growing up as a young man, we know we don't leave the house all year's night. So my father and I went. We didn't have a car. We went after. He said, where you come for? I said, when you tell me to come. He said, I didn't tell you to come today. I tell you to come all year's night. Where you come today for? But no. Nevertheless, it unfolded. And we go. And the video carried me in a yajna in Hallam. And as I walk in that yajna, I see a pretty girl. I tell him I want to get married. Things went on. I got married to Karen. My father always say, she's a blessed daughter-in-law. We went along. We have these 2 boys. My brother got married. We have Katiani. And we spent time together. But this year was the best year in our family. We had many good days. My sister was here in January, who spent a week with us. And believe me, friends, sitting with him, he will smile every day. He say, all I go and buy, he never said ginseng, ginseng. All I go and buy ginseng, I have money. And if you know my father, once he have money, he's a millionaire. He didn't have no money, but he goes sit down quiet. And we spent a week together. Things unfold. And then things started to decline a little with my brother. Then with him. He was blessed to listen to Katha. He was blessed to chant the name of God. For every time, as Pandit Navin said last night, I told him, I said, boy, I don't know. I always tell him we have a connection because everything that went on in this home for the past 2 weeks, he read everything. And we didn't communicate. So I don't think I called him and tell him what went on. My father, I wouldn't say was, is a good man. Because he will never leave here. We were blessed to sit with him, to feed him. He never want us to touch him or to clean him. Chan, Chan, Chan. Until one day I asked him, that's last week. I said, I could do what Chan does do. He said, go ahead. And so she got a break. Until Friday night, he never wanted my mother to leave his side. Karen, my mother, and I sat down here. These boys was with us. Katiani was with us. They decided to go home that night. So I saw her go. So three of us sat down there. Mishka in one room, Daddy in the next room. And he bawling, Chan. I said, leave here a little bit tonight. Sit down here. I went. I said, well, I go sleep with you tonight, right? Chan go upstairs and sleep with Karen. Because he was a very funny man, coming to daughter-in-laws and young daughters and so on. So my mother said, put the mattress in the ground now. Karen and I go sleep there and you go sleep in the bed. I said, no, ma. Not because he's sick, we go do that. He never liked that. So we went do it. He and I had some time that night. He kept taking his hand and doing me so. He was very quiet. He didn't say much. And not all the nights, as the night, Bhagwan says, sleep. Tell me to sleep strong. I don't know when I fall asleep. I woke up at 4 a.m. and I look at my father. He was no more. I pull myself and I tell him, because he said, Rama, Rama, Kahiram, Kahirama, Rama, Kahiram. And our Pandits know when Raja Dashrath was about to leave this mortal coil, that is what he said. And this individual that I'm proud to call my father, that we are proud to call our father, that they are proud to call his father-in-law, grandfather, he was able to name the name of God. As Pandit Navin said, he shared many relationships in different ways. Uncle Boys is here. They are partners. Uncle Ramki soon lived there. Uncle Boise lived there. And my father lived here. Uncle Ramki soon will come by the back door. And they have a way they will whistle. That Uncle Boise will hear the whistle. Mr. Kanta will hear the whistle. And they will meet by Kuli. And they will play all fours. In latter days, he had a table right here. That he will play all fours and he will play patience. Uncle Ramki soon gone. Uncle Boise tell me, I said, he said, boy, this man gone now. It's me alone. But he shared relationship with many. He loved his nieces. He loved his sons-in-laws. He loved his family. He was called Mama and Papa in Sitaram Mandir. He built a very good relationship with the devotees of Sitaram Mandir. They respected him. In fact, when I will be reading some of them and you go going to tell me, you're hungry now. They go say, he might get vexed up there. You go say, leave here, feed me. Let you read. And they go give him. And they go give him all the bad habit. But Dad, God bless you, boy. You are a good father, a good husband, a good grandfather. He loved to do puja. See that puja room there we blocked? If we cut down the flower tree now, if this flower tree had 200 flowers in it, Mr. Kanta picking the 200 flowers. 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm putting all the flowers there. He loved to do puja. And I'm sure he's in a better place. We will miss him. And it is said in the scriptures, Mother, that Pandit Navin always remind me, and I will remind myself, that a woman must never be left alone. She must never be unprotected. In her childhood days, it's the duty of her father to protect her. When she gets married, it's the duty of her husband to protect her. And when she gets old, it's the duty of her son and children to protect her. You will never be unprotected. May God give you that strength to be the leader of our home and to carry us forward in a very beautiful journey, difficult but beautiful journey that we will share together. I thank my brother-in-law and my sister tremendously for being here with us, foot to foot to foot in everything. I love you all. I thank my nephew, my niece. I don't call her my niece, but she will watch me very difficult. Come here. She says she's my daughter. Right? She was praying to get a job. Her grandfather died. She got a phone call. Tomorrow morning she had to go to work. Congratulations. I thank my Dulahin for standing with me foot to foot in every single thing. I told her I have a duty to perform. In fact, she reminded me of that. I said, I ain't going, you know. She said, boy, you have a duty. You have a duty not as a pundit now, but as a son. Do what you have to do. And she stand as a beautiful daughter-in-law and stood by me. God bless her. And to all of the wonderful individuals, my cousins, extended family that stood with us. He was fortunate to have Pandit visited him almost. Pandit Vishal came, Pandit Prakash came, Pandit Navin came. They all came and they read and they do what they had to do. May God bless him and bless you, Pandits. Thank you. And God bless him. Before I close, let me just sing one line. I will try. He said I had a line. He loved my voice. So let me see if I can sing it for him. Aaj suno hum geet vida ka ga rahe do dukhiari panche bichhre ja rahe अलग अलग राहों दे दो प्राणी. It said, continue, but one day, two souls was going two different pathways. And the only thing that will remain is the memories. You have left with us good, very good memories. As I told my sister, he make me laugh. He make me cry. He make me dance. He make me sad. Anything. He was there. He loved to cook a curry stew aloo and make sure we eat curry stew aloo. Everybody eat curry stew aloo. And he did that for us. So once more, my dear beloved father, you take birth from the womb of your mother and you sit on the shoulders of your father. And those who are fortunate to have that, from mother blessings, father blessings, and Guru blessings, you have everything in life. May God bless you. May God bless my mother and my family to be strong at this time. More so to put aside our emotions and do what is right for the upliftment of the soul of my beloved father. Thank you very much, devotees.
एक बार बोलो सर्वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. Uncle Krishna, of course, is no stranger to the home and the family. He is one of the brothers of this home. And I know this is a close connection. From my early days, spending holidays at my grandfather's home, you would come here. And those of you who know Ramnath Dada, when my eldest aunt, my mother's sister, was getting married, she got married on a Wednesday. The hardi was on a Monday, and I went to school and I come home. When I come home, I was walking in front of him and he gave it his stick. And I hurried to go upstairs and change, and come back downstairs and I change. I said, Sitaram Dada. He said, your mouth get now get open from glue. Your mouth have glue when you pass in. This was their brother, their eldest brother. So this morning, of course, to share a few sentiments. This is his nephew. He fondly calls him Walker.
Thanks, Pandit Navin, all our Pandits, members of the Let me put it this way. I told the grandson 2 nights ago that I will not speak. Because I will make all crap. Walker and I grew up together. All the brothers as such. I am about 3 or 4 years older than Walker. So that I look forward for every holiday to come to this home. What is Valsai now was the guava patch. Spring and guava. When we go west, the river, it was fit to bathe in those days. So that was our time here. We will run across to my cousin on the other side there, Kani, Pandit Vidya's home, across the savannah. So we had ample room to play and do everything that we wished to do. And when it was more time, I saw Pandit Anand here. His mother lived on the next side there, 2 minutes from here. So we had a wonderful time. And let me just say, Walker was a simple, sincere, and honest person. All of us have our flaws. He may have had, but he was the gentleman. What I do know, let me see if I put this together. You know the Gita, Dharma Chetre, Kuruchetre, Samveta, Yuyutsava. I looked at that as Kuruchet was the land of that family, the Pandus and the Kauravas. And Dharma Chet means it was the holy land. You had to propagate and promote Dharma in Kurukshetra. And that's what you had this entire war all about. Walker path is made. He has Navin as a son, and he has 2 grandsons. I'm not dealing with the other children. Pandit. They are teachers. They are spreading Dharma. They are promoting Dharma. They are a blessing to their community, to the family, and to the country. That's what they are. And that alone, coming from Navin Ramnath Maharaj, is sufficient to take him where he needs to go. And this morning, when I sat there, I knew my turn coming. And I was thinking, what should I say? But that is sufficient to tell you, and all of us to remind us, we have a duty in performing our dharmic and preparing what is known as dharma. Dharma is, in my view, dharma is everything that you can think about. Dharma is all the righteousness, all the puja, all the prayers, everything. Being kind, courteous, honorable. That is dharma. And he has left an indelible mark because of his children. He has beautiful children, and I was an extremely regular visitor to this home, beside the holidays. When the wife was at the university, actually every other evening or every evening, instead of driving to UV, I will swing here first. In those days, you could have entered here from the highway. You did not have to go off to come in here. You come up the highway and you just swing inside up here. So, my nephew Walker, as I said, his path has been prepared. And if you want to know how good he is, or if he had the other side of him, after the 12 days, come and sit down and talk with Chan. She's a model of everything. So with these few words, I know his path, as I said, is prepared. He will be in the arms of Bhagwan Sri Krishna. Om Ram Nam Satya Hai.
Thank you very much, Uncle. He was a man of few words, and he may not have been a pundit, but he was a good critic of pundits. So when you ask him, you watched last night? Nah, I wasted time. He was a man who believed in the recitation of the scriptures. And Navin always tell you, he never liked much talking. He goes, sit down quiet. I say, what you say, boy? He say, blah, 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 blah. And so many things I couldn't repeat. I want to ask Pandit Vishesh, of course, to lead all of us as the Pandits in the Ram Stuti, following which we will make allowances for members of the immediate family to come and pay their respect, flowers, mala, arti, and then, of course, extended members of the family, and then each and every one of you, friends, loved ones, neighbors, and chelas.
Prem se bolo Shri Ramachandra Bhagwan ki jai. Let us all clasp our hands as we dedicate this simple prayer on behalf of the soul, the Jiva Atma of our departed father of this home. If Bhagwan Ram, the name Ram, Ramanam, Mani Deep Hadare, if that name is that raft that takes us across this cycle of birth and death, then indeed this evening, this morning, let us all clasp our hands as we dedicate this offering on behalf of our dear departed soul, the father of this home, as we ask Bhagwan Ram to accept him in good favor. Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajuman Harana Bhava Bhaya Dharunam Navakanjalochana Kanja Mukhakar Kanja Pada Kanjadunam Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Gandarpa Aganita Amita Chavanava Nila Niraj Sundaram Patapita Manu Tarita Ruji Suchi Naomi Janaka Sutavaram Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Bhajudena Bandhu Dinesh Danav Daitya Vanshani Kandanam Raghunanda Mananda Kanda Kaushal Chanda Dasharata Nandaram Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ramukuta Kandala Tilak Charu Dharu Anga Vibhushanam Ajanu Bhuja Sharajap Dhar Sangram Chitakanda Ushanam Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Iti Bhatati Tulasi Shankar Shesha Muniman Ranjanam Mama Hidaya Kanja Nivasa Kuru Kamari Kaladhala Ganjanam Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram. Prem se bolo Raja Ramachandra ki jai.
Thank you very much, Panditji, for leading us, of course, in the recitation of such. Let me give a few moments now for the family to pay their final respects. We'll start with his Dulahin to offer Arti and Mala. Pandit Anand is here. I want to invite him to lead us in bhajans as this take place.
Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai गोपाल जय जय श्री राम जय रामा जय जय रामा श्री राम जय रामा जय जय रामा श्री राम जय रामा जय रघुरामा जय परम धामा श्री राम जय रामा जय रघुरामा जय सुखधामा गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमन हरि गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमन हरि गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोपाल जय जय श्री राधे गोपाल ओ बजुमन श्री राधे श्री राधे गोपाल ओ बजुमन श्री राधे श्री राधे जय राधे श्री राधे जय राधे श्री राधे गोपाल ओ बजुमन श्री राधे श्री राधे गोपाल ओ बजुमन श्री राधे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे हरे श्री राधे गोपाल ओ भजुमन श्री राधे श्री राधे गोपाल ओ भजुमन श्री राधे ओ भजुमन श्री राधे ओ भजुमन श्री राधे 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 हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि केशव हरि गोविंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि केशव हरि गोविंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम बनमाली मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरिवरधारी बनमाली मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरिवरधारी नित नित नव माखन चोरी गोपी मनहरी नित नित नव माखन चोरी गोपी मनहरी ओ हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम आरे कान्हा रे गोकुल के प्यारे गाओ रे नाचो रे गाच नचाओ रे आओ रे गाओ रे गोकुल के प्यारे गाओ रे नाचो रे रास रचाओ रे ओ हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम 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 Hari Narayan Hari Om. We chant this beautiful prayer, as it were, to Bhagwan Krishna. May he bring peace and blessedness to that soul, give strength to the family to continue to perform their dharma. Sri Krishna Chandra Kripalu Bhajuman, Sri Krishna Chandra Maharaj Prabhu, Vinati Itni Suniye Suniye, Sri Krishna Chandra Maharaj Prabhu, Vinati Itni Suniye Suniye, जिनके कछु है अवलंब नहीं, तिनके चरणन रखिए रखिए, इसके अवगुण बहुतेरी है, यही बार क्षमा करिए करिए। श्री कृष्ण चंद्र महाराज प्रभु, विनती इतनी सुनिए सुनिए, भवसागर धार बहुत गहरी, कोई ना भय चाहिए चाहिए। श्री राम के नाम को नाव बना, बिन परिश्रम तरिए तरिए। श्री कृष्ण चंद्र महाराज प्रभु, विनती इतनी सुनिए सुनिए। हे दीन दयालु पिता तुम हो, ओ दया भगवन करिए करिए, ओ दया भगवन करिए करिए। मोक्ष दया बिन होत नहीं, चाहे कोटि प्रबंध करिए करिए। श्री कृष्ण चंद्र महाराज प्रभु, विनती इतनी सुनिए सुनिए, विनती इतनी सुनिए सुनिए। यह मृतक जीव को सुधार गति, निज दास अपना रखिए रखिए। कोई पुत्र तुम्हार करी विनती, निज धाम इसको चाहिए चाहिए। श्री कृष्ण चंद्र महाराज प्रभु, विनती इतनी सुनिए सुनिए, विनती इतनी सुनिए सुनिए। हरे राम रामा, राम राम हरे हरे, हरे राम रामा, राम राम हरे हरे, हरे रामा, राम राम हरे हरे, हरे राम रामा, राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. राम नाम सत्य है. श्री राधे गोविंदा गोपाला तेरा प्यारा नाम है. श्री राधे गोविंदा गोपाला तेरा प्यारा नाम है. प्यारा नाम है तेरा प्यारा नाम है. प्यारा नाम है तेरा प्यारा नाम है. श्री राधे गोविंदा गोपाला तेरा प्यारा नाम है. श्री राधे गोविंदा गोपाला तेरा प्यारा नाम है. ओ प्यारा नाम है तेरा प्यारा नाम है. प्यारा नाम है तेरा प्यारा नाम है. श्री राधे गोविंदा गोपाला तेरा प्यारा नाम है. श्री राधे गोविंदा गोपाला तेरा प्यारा नाम है. गोपाला तेरा प्यारा नाम है. गोपाला तेरा प्यारा नाम है. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. Let us all stand, devotees. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 राम नाम सत्य है. राम नाम सत्य है. राम नाम सत्य है.
चक्षुरो वातमात्मगा गच्छ प्रदवेता च अपागच्छ तत्रते तमोकदेशो प्रतिष्ठ शरीरे. पंचतत्व शांति भवतो. पंचतत्व शांतिर्भवतो. पंचतत्व शांतिर्भवतो. Second. And shift it to the other hand. Om Govindam Gokulanandam गोपालं गोपीवल्लभं गोवर्धनमोदरं देवं तं वन्दे गोमती प्रियं गोत्रस्य रामनाथ गंगाधर प्रेतस्य द्वादश पंडनामित विश्वदेवैकते पिंडोमयादि
तं वन्दे गोमती प्रियं गोविन्दं गोकुलानन्दं गोपालं गोपीवल्लभं गोवर्धनोदरं धीरं तं वन्दे गोमती प्रियं तं वन्दे गोमती प्रियं तं वन्दे गोमती प्रियं तं वन्दे गोमती प्रियं तं वन्दे गोमती प्रियम् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम everyone श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम कर्म प्रदान विश्वर चिराका जो जस करनि सो तस फल चाका श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम भगति की साधना कहो बखानी सुगमम पंथ ही मोहनी प्राणी श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय